They killed Marty.
Marty.
Good morning. I'm in Palma de Mallorca. It's an island just in the southeast of Spain, and I'm out by the beach today. Quite a change from yesterday's scene. Today is the third day of the MegaDo, and today is the last day. It's the day at the Hyatt, and we get an inside tour behind the scenes at the Hyatt. So really excited to sort of go behind the counter and go into housekeeping and see how they do folding sheets and learn how the chef cooks the food and prepares the food in the kitchen. It's been a wonderful, fun experience here at the MegaDo. I've had a few questions in the comments about what the MegaDo is. What is the MegaDo? And to be honest, before I was invited to this event, I had no idea. And even the first half day that I was here, I was sort of still trying to figure it out until finally somebody explained it to me. In the frequent flyer community, there's often gatherings in cities. So someone will decide they're going to put a gathering, say in Boston, for all the flyers to get together. And they call this a do. So they would have a gathering in Boston, you know, 15, 20 people getting together for pizza. Or maybe they have a gathering in Chicago to do karaoke. They call this a do. Well, somebody decided that they wanted to have a MegaDo, and they wanted to have gatherings from a whole bunch of different people and do a bunch of different events over several days at a time and fly between several locations. So that is a MegaDo. At least that's the way it was explained to me. By the time I joined the event, the Hyatt was full up with MegaDo people as well as their regular guests. So they put me down at a hotel down the hill. It's about 15 minutes away. So I'm going to take a shuttle up to the Hyatt for their events for the day. The agenda today is to go to 5 different events, learning opportunities, and it's going to be learning how to make some kind of food, preparing some bed sheets, and I think some inside operations, and understanding how the Hyatt works as far as a global organization. They've divided up the MegaDo 150 people into, I believe, 5 groups, so that you get the group size a little bit smaller and a little bit more manageable, and then they rotate through all of these different little mini classes. I think they finish up in the afternoon sometime, and we're about to start here probably in the next 45 minutes to an hour. I have to say, walking around the Hyatt here, this is like the little deck by the registration area. It's a little bit fancier than the normal hostels I stay at. It's a little bit intimidating. I feel like I need to have a shirt and tie, or I don't know, like Gucci clothing on or something like that. We have a group of us that are headed towards the paella making class. Oh, it looks like found the right place. These guys are set up. I think we're the first ones here.
I'm Mauro. I'm going to teach you how to cook a paella, very typical Spanish dish. The best thing to make the carrots are good is sepia and squid. The important thing of the paella is to don't move the rice.
They just finished the paella over here, and they're passing out some samples to all of us so we can try it and see what it tastes like. I have my plate of paella now, and there's this giant creature here staring up at me with its little eye. It's a little freaky to sort of eat this. We finished with the paella, and we're off to the next lesson on how to make a bed. This resort is set up on sort of a terrace, so it's about 4 or 5 different levels with streets. They transport back and forth with golf carts, and then a number of steps if you want to hike it. So we're going up 1 or 2 levels to our next destination.
Bienvenidos a Paella Mallorca. Mi nombre es Feli.
So we want to welcome you to Paella Mallorca, and this is the presidential suite. She's Feli from housekeeping and Nuria from the spa.
Thank you, Marty.
Todos los colchones tienen su propio protector para comodidad del huésped.
They just finished making the bed, and now they're going to have a challenge between those that were watching the instructions here to see who can make the bed the fastest following the proper instructions.
You guys don't know how to make hospital corn?
It's pretty fun watching everyone try to figure out how to get all the corners correct and stretch everything and remembering the instructions that they were given.
That's exactly one.
Yeah, you guys.
We did it sideways.
That was a lot of fun. We're just coming from making the bed class, going to the Hyatt class, which apparently is in the tapas restaurant. So we're going to learn how to make some sort of Spanish cultural alcoholic beverage. Is that?
Yeah, distilled beverage with herbs. That's nice. It's like a gin, Geneva.
Okay, so we can start our own microbreweries when we get back home.
Distillery.
Micro distillery. I'm at the next station, the next event, and it smells fabulous. There's a bunch of plants laid out here. I'm not sure exactly what they are.
If you put a lot of, you are going to take a more dry liqueur than when you are going to put the little.
Apparently the trick is to take the bottle and you take a stem of a long plant and you use that to shove in the little contents down the neck of the bottle. So that's the little trick. And then your flavor is going to be based on your ratio of all these ingredients.
It becomes very intense because the alcohol, it's just like... Sage, you've had rub sage on like
Nearby. The Imperial Luxury one. I mean, ¿cuánto tiempo?
De 4 a 5 meses.
4 a 5 meses.
We just finished the Hierbas making class. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. It was a lot of fun. The bottles are gorgeous after they finish them. Definitely worthy of Instagram. Lots of people uploading their photos. We're headed out to the next class. Let's see. This is olive oil tasting. So I've got to follow the group.
So my objective this morning is that you leave here knowing something a little bit more about oil. We've never opened a bottle of wine, but open the seafood. So now you put your nose inside the glass. It has a green tinge to it. It's a greener color. There's a green part to it. No, it's hot, and that's actually putting me off. Putting me off because I have to say something that I'm waiting for something.
Olive oil presentation was fantastic. It was really interesting to learn all about olive oil and the difference between virgin olive oil, extra virgin, and the origins of olive oil and production. And they head over to the world of Hyatt where they explain the organization.
What I wanted to do was just take the opportunity because, I travel to a lot of hotels, I talk to a lot of our members, and, we get I get to hear a lot of the same feedback, so I value that, and at any point, if you want to give me your feedback about the program, about our hotels, about the company, about how we perform here as a property, happy to have that discussion, answer the questions you have. The key difference to a Regency or a Grand, though, is it's a much smaller footprint.
Just finished up with the Hyatt organizational overview where they went through a bunch of their premium properties, and they also explained redemption points and some of the systems and sort of their philosophy behind the way they run their organization and where they choose to establish their resorts. It's fascinating to sort of get the behind the scenes glance and glimpse into the inner workings of a large organization like this. I think we've got a short break and then gonna head to some lunch. This has been just a fabulous, super interesting experience. I really enjoy the MegaDo. We've started our lunch and we're at these little standing tables where the drinks are being served. They're bringing out tapas, and so we're getting samples of all sorts of different Spanish dishes. And then afterwards we're going to have a raffle. So over here on this side, we're gathering up all the raffle prizes here. Tommy and Marty will be working on the raffles. So that will be the conclusion of all the raffles for the day.
Igor's going to tell you about the chef who's flying in to cook for us. And they've also added a few things that we will be auctioning online.
This pretty much concludes the end of the event here for MegaDo. They're going to have the auction here in just a few minutes, and then the event is basically over. People will be leaving, heading to the airport. There is a dinner tonight for people that are choosing to stay, but that's beyond the official MegaDo event schedule.
Next winner, we've got a woo! This is the Embraer, correct? Is this the Embraer from Austrian Airlines? 6565940. 6565940. Vincent, Guido? Woohoo, Vincent! All right. Congratulations. 6564705. Next winner, we've got 6565698. Your winning number. Drum roll, please. 6564846. 846. 846.
Yeah.
Philip meets boom. Boom. So big and small and tiny. We got a picture real quick.
Going once, going twice. 420. Oh! Thank Father's no nervous 420.
How much did we raise? Tommy?
I have no idea. We have not done yet. We have business class tickets. We have all of those things that we have. It's going to be a record for sure. So thank you so much for all the money, for helping us raise all this cash. It's something that's really important to us. And we're making the donation in Care's name that many of you have written on, or some of you have written on MegaDo's before. And I think that's kind of cool. This pretty much wraps it up for the official program.
So that's it. The auction is over. The fundraising is done, except for what he mentioned about the online auction that's going to proceed for the next week. For me, I'm just an attendee, just sort of a fly on the wall watching this. I got to see a little bit behind the scenes, and Tommy had just invited me here as a vlogger. He's a subscriber to my channel, and he's been a subscriber for apparently over a year since I did my Mostar video in Bosnia. And so this has just been a really fun event. I need to go get a nap this afternoon. I'm in serious need of my siesta. I really needed that nap. That was really awesome. I got a good 2 hours in between the last of the seminars and the dinner that's happening tonight. The dinner that is going on tonight, I guess, is the small baby pig. In Spain, this is like a delicacy. This is a traditional meal, and I'm all about trying traditional meals. I love trying something new. I've had the jamón last time I was here in Spain, but not quite this particular variety and this way of being cooked. It's a very expensive dinner. So I'm headed over to meet with Marty, and he's going to head up with me to the dinner. We've arrived at the restaurant, and it is spectacular. This place, I don't know, it looks like a castle. You've got this building back here with the castle-like top on it, and everything looks, I don't know, very old world. This is the restaurant right next to it, this slightly newer building that still looks very rustic, quite gorgeous. I'm going to head inside and join the crowd. As as you can see, everyone is already here. I think they pre-ordered everything. We have reservations tonight, so I'm going to find a seat. It is being delivered. It's coming in. The first course that we're eating is the chicken with some salad. I think this is the way they do it in Spain. They do like a two-part meal where you have a first course and a second course.
I was like a kid from the Midwest, so I knew pig was.
The pig has been delivered. This is really fun. I guess it's a baby pig or a young pig. And really tender meat with a very crisp kind of skin on it. Everyone's finishing their meal back here. The pigs were really interesting, quite different. It was a fun cultural experience to try this food here in Spain. Had a fantastic time here with the MegaDo group. That's all I have for this episode. Thank you for watching. Savor the moment. See you next episode.